Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to change the string in this Dewalt cordless 20 volt max string trimmer. So if you run out of string, I'm going to show you how it's very simple to change the string or to add more string to it. Here's what we're going to be using. This is called .080. Okay, so the first thing, if you have a bunch of grass, just kind of give the grass a wipe. Get this area all clean. And then there's these vents here. It's a good idea to clean these vents while you're at it. Your motor could overheat if you don't clean those vents. Okay, so here we have the string trimmer. So let's pretend your string came all the way out. That's the best case scenario. So if you're weed eating and all of a sudden it all goes out, that means you have nothing left in here. Then it's very simple to add a little extra string, or to add 20 feet of string to it. Okay, so people ask me, what's the best? You need 20 feet of this string. What's the best way to get the 20 feet? So your arm span, when you reach your arms out, that's almost sometimes 6 feet, but it's usually around 5 feet. So just take the string in one hand and then just go like this. That's 5 feet. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. Give it a cut right there. Okay, so now on the side of your weed eater, hopefully there's no string left in there. You're going to turn this. There's a white line there. Turn this until you find the other white line. Line those up. Now, what you're going to be able to do is you can see all the way through from this end to this end. And the best way to do that is, so we're going to feed this through to the other side. You want to make sure and get it through to the other side. It can kind of go off to the side a little bit, but just find there is a hole there. And it helps if you make this straight. You'll find the hole, and then it should come. You don't have to turn it. I'm turning it so I can show you. But it should come out the other side there. Now I've got the string. Pull it through until you got equal parts on each side. Equal parts on each side. Okay, so now that you have equal parts on each side, you're going to turn this, they call this the cap. This is going to turn this way. You're going to turn that to wind it up on the inside here. You're going to turn that counterclockwise. And you can turn this too, but it's a little easier if you just turn the cap. And that's going to wind that up on the inside, and it's going to suck it in on both sides. So you turn this cap counterclockwise. And you can kind of speed it up, turn them both at the same time. Okay, so when you get down and there's not much left, don't suck it in all, don't keep going to where it disappears. Get it the right length. Your cutter is on the other side right here, and you want it the length of that cutter, right about there. Now this one is a little bit longer, and that's okay. It'll get trimmed off when I start it. You don't want a bunch of excess out here. I could trim this off right now, because if you have a bunch of excess, this will get all wrapped up and tangled up in here. So now your weed eater is ready to go. It's got 20 feet of line in there coming out both ends. So this next part I'm going to show you, say something happens in here and it gets all wound up and it's not bump feeding, because when you bump this on the ground, that line should come out when it's turning. But let's say something happened. You don't have to do this to restring it, but you do have sometimes to take this apart. There's this tang and this tang. You're going to press those in, and then this top cover is going to come off. Again, you don't have to do this if you just do a normal restring and the string like I showed you earlier, but I am going to show you. There's where the string wound up. This little spool has two sides, so let's take it off. You can take it out, take the string. So see how there's this that's going to fit on top of that. Make sure you don't put it in that way. So there's a little cutout just for that. So say the string got all messed up on here, unwind all the string, and you can restring it the way I showed you. So if something happens, take all the string off the spool, and again, find that little cutout there. And then make sure you can put it on there. It should just snap right on there, and it's kind of locked in. Find this. It's got a spring on there, so you got to push down a little bit. So push down until those snap. Both of them snap. You got both. Make sure both of them are in. Now you're going to just do the normal restringing it. Line up your lines. There's your lines. Feed it through. And again, you may have to do this sometimes, because sometimes the string doesn't come out all the best. And it should. Sometimes you have to turn it. But you got to get it coming out the other end here. And again, it helps if you can get this, if you can get this the straightest you can get this, that seems to help. I like to kind of turn around and look. And then once I've got, so then pull the string all the way through. Once you've got equal parts, again, I wish there was kind of an arrow on this. Maybe there was when it was first new, but I don't see the arrow now, but it's counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. You don't have to push down or nothing, just it's kind of going over a little hump. Just keep turning it counterclockwise. Okay, so let's give our new string that we just restringed a test. It's good to just, before you do any weed eating, just kind of give it a good, so that it will cut off the excess. Okay, so I gave it a couple bumps. It is feeding correctly. And we have restrung our Dewalt weed eater. I hope the video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.